What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be going through the Veto MB4B backpack. I'm going to go through it and show you what I got in there for commercial plumbing and some of the pros and cons to this backpack and what I like, and the reasons it's worked out pretty good for me. So we'll start off with the outside features. It's got a large float pocket here, small zipper pocket inside, little organizer down here with a bunch of compartments for bits or pencils, pens, whatever. It's got pockets on the side, two individuals, and then a bigger pocket here in the middle. Comes with a couple different tape clips. I use these for some of my water key valves, aerator keys, and things like that. Moving on to the back, it's got these straps for the back that are removable. You can pop them down and take them out. And then it's also got this detachable carabiner here to where you can hang it off of something if you need to. Along with the back here, it's also got this nice flip-up tablet pouch. So if you have an iPad or something like that, you can carry that. And then over on this side, again, same thing, deep pocket, another tape loop, pocket in the front. So that's the overall layout of it. Now we'll kind of get into it, how I got everything organized and the contents that go along with it. We'll start with the top here. I always like to carry this Occidental leather pouch. This one's pretty nice because it can go right in your back pocket, or it can clip onto your belt loop depending. And you can put a wide range of tools in here. It's got a couple different options. Get that out of the way. Along with that, I always have a tape holder. This is Occidental leather as well. Has my tape measure and then two markers in there. I like that because it always keeps everything in one, so you're never walking around looking for a tape measure if you can't find it. So moving on over to this front flip pouch. In here is where I keep my turbo torch. It folds up and then the hose slides right in this big pouch. And then along with that, up top here is where I keep all of my torch accessories, lighter, and then just a wide range of different tips. What I like with this is you can look through the front and see which ones you need. So if you need a smaller tip, you have those. It's hard with these gloves on because you can't feel the exact tip. Larger tip. And then I also keep a mid-size in there. And then there's also one on my torch. Again, what I like about this is it fits them all perfectly. You can line them up in there, size according, and then if you want the biggest one, you go right to the bottom, or whatever. Lighter goes back in, zips, boom. Alright, moving on to the front. This one here is where I keep pretty much my organizer. This is one of my grandfather's old folding pocket rulers. I just keep it with me for sentimental wise. He was a master plumber for 50 some years. Along with that, keep a Klein thermometer for checking temperatures. Victalic tape for grooving pipe just to make sure the groove is accurate. Some gasket maker, that way if you need to put a little bit of seal on something or a flange, this will help seal it up. I keep obviously a bunch of markers, highlighters, pencils, pens, whatever. Utility knife. Keep a large set of Allen keys and a small set, and then the last thing is a pack of utility blades. So all that fits in here nicely. It's not overstretched. Everything's easy to get to, and you can just throw it all right back in there. And doesn't look unorganized or, like I said, hard to get to. So really like that about this bag, and that's where I keep pretty much all my marking utensils and anything like that. And it seals up nice, but again, you could put bits in here or whatever. Same with this pouch. Moving over to the side, got my no-hub wrenches, 3/8 and 5/16 for putting cast iron together. I keep a pair of number 30 cutters on the side, and then just a little rubber mallet. And one thing I like about these pockets is you can get inserts to put your tools in here if you want, but I like to once I get everything loaded out, I'll oftentimes slide this in here and then clip it through this hammer loop, so that way it can't fall out. And now I have another external little pouch here where I can put all my tools in on the sides. And if I'm staying stationary and if I'm moving, I can take it out, slide it in my pocket, and I'm good to go. On the other side, this is another pouch I keep, just a dump pouch. This one's pretty nice, putting nuts, bolts, fittings, whatever, pipe dope, a lot of different things you can use that for. I like to keep a 16-inch flathead just for prying stuff, aligning flanges, or whatever it may be. This is definitely well worth getting. This is a 10-inch aluminum Milwaukee pipe wrench. My brother gave this to me, but it's really lightweight, and you can get a ton of leverage on fittings with this, so great tool to have. And then the last thing I keep on the front is just a little O-light, little flipperoo. It does a flashlight on the front or a work light. But I usually just use this strictly for kind of looking in the bag to see when it's dark out in the mornings. So moving on into the internal parts of the bag itself. Keep a hacksaw. This one does the angle as well, so you can cut flush to the floor. I keep 2 different size mini cutters. I keep one for soft tubing 3/8, and then I keep the regular up to 1 inch. Alright, and then I keep a good bit of extra flux brushes and pipe dope in here, just because those are 2 things that you can't ever go wrong with. And then the one thing I really like about this bag is the ability to, it's got this removable insert, so you just take this bag, and then of course I got some sharper things that are catching up on the mesh, but pull this whole compartment out. My daggone pliers are hanging up. There we go. So we can take this whole thing out and set this here, and now you can pretty much go through all your tools. So, we got our channel locks, or these are knee pecks, but we call them channel locks in the plumbing world. A lot better than channel locks. Keep 3 different sizes of those. Mini hacksaw. I keep 3 different adjustable wrenches. These are from Channel Lock. The nice thing about these is these are all 3 the same, but they're wide jaw ones, so you can get, this is a 6-inch wrench, and you can get up to about 1 1/8 nut on it, and then you can flip these jaws around and make these into little pipe wrenches. So once you flip that around, this can grab onto a pipe and twist. So that's really nice to have, and well worth the money on that. Keep a pair of 10 snips, cutting through studs or making some hangers up. I like to keep a pair of oil filter wrenches. These are good for trap nuts, basket strainers, anything like that. And then this one's a pretty new tool, but I like it. It's from Klein. It's a SDS chisel. You can smack on the back of it, or you can pop these bits out and put them into a hammer drill. And it also comes with this pointed bit. But it's pretty nice for prying stuff, chipping floors up, whatever, busting toilet flanges, you name it. It's pretty good. Then we'll keep a 3/8 angle stop wrench in here. This side's for the nut. This side's for the 3/8 hose or compression, and then you can put this inside the fitting and get some leverage on it. Again, another good tool to have when you're putting on a lot of shut-off valves. Keep 2 levels, one for copper, one for running PVC, grading waste and vent. Klein ratchet screwdriver. Again, this is nice. It's got a 3/8 adapter, and then you can flip it around 5/16 on this side. Bunch of different bits. Keep this for removing gaskets or prying no hubs apart. It's a little nail puller thing. And then always got to keep a couple various screwdrivers. This is just a good all-around slim screwdriver, 3/16, and then this is an 1/8 inch. This is good for adjusting water fountains or things with real tiny spots you got to get up into and adjust water pressure. Keep a pair of fast-acting ratchet cutters. These are really nice. Whenever you're doing copper work, you just slide it to adjust. And it's got a built-in reamer there as well in the back. Nice pair of cutters. Last two things. Keep a basin wrench and a file for filing stuff down. And then actually one more, I lied. And then this is an old no-hub book. It's got all the makeup fittings and things like that. So when you're laying stuff out, you can get pretty accurate with this. And then these are the pouches that I was mentioning you could get to insert in the side of the backpack and then put all your tools in there. But again, this is a good layout. I like it a lot because you can really access all your tools easily. And then when you're putting everything away, you know, everything's got a spot. It's all organized. There's little individual holders here. So you really can't get stuff mixed up or crossed over. It's pretty nice. And you're able to unpack everything in a good time and put it all back without really slowing up a lot of production or hindering anything that you might be working on. And that's one thing that I think is important when you're looking for different tool bags and getting yourself set up for success, is making sure that you're able to access it quickly, finding all the tools that you need, having them readily available. And it really just cuts back on a lot of time, and everything, when it has its own spot, really can reduce wasted time that you're searching for things or losing tools. Because for me, there's tools here where I could tell you every pouch and every position they're in, and if they're not there, I know right away that either someone has taken them or you know, I misplaced them and didn't pick them up wherever I was working last, and I need to go back and look for them. And that's an important part to keeping your tools and taking care of your stuff, is making sure that you never misplace them and, you know, you're spending money and that type of stuff on them. But overall, I really like the bag. I think it's extremely durable, and I've had it for about a year and some change, and I've ran it pretty heavily on a commercial job. And like I said, being that everything's got a spot and it's nice and organized, you know, it makes my production easier, makes my day a little less stressed, and at the end of the day, I feel good putting all my tools away and cleaning up because I know it's proper. So again, this is the Vetopropac. It is the MB4B flip top, and if you guys are looking for that, that's the one to get. They make a MB5B that has a top that unzips, but I like this open top because if you're doing commercial work like me, if you need to add an extra tool or something like that, you can just stick it down the top here without really changing a whole bunch of stuff or really messing up your game. And I think that's important. So sorry about that. We're gonna finish this up here. This is uncut, unedited, a real deal, and that way you guys can see how this bag actually works. And like I said, the pros and cons. And I've had a few Veto products, and you can't go wrong with any of them, but I was highly impressed with this one. Not only for the durability, but the price point it was at when I bought it, and how everything was accessible. All the modifications and stuff you can do to this thing to make it the way you want it. And I think that's what really matters for a tool bag, is one that's going to hold up, one that allows you to customize it the way you want, and one that you know, is going to perform just how you need it. So again, this is the Vetopropac, and that's the video. Until next time, peace.